Cinderella, and today I'm going to be talking about a second grade lesson that I use. I've been doing some sample drama lessons and I am up to second grade, so let's get started. This one I love just because it can be a standalone lesson, but it could also lead into a bigger unit. And it's really flexible, really easy. I've been doing it. This is my 4th year doing some variation of this lesson. The backbone of this lesson is this book that I absolutely love. It's called The Backstage Cat by Harriet Ziefert and Jenny Desmond. And what's really cute about this book is that it's about a cat that gets curious, of course, and gets lost in a backstage theater, and they go through a lot of backstage terms like props, furniture, wardrobes, wigs. You learn a lot of theater jobs like the dressers, the makeup designers, the stage managers, stage hands, and it's just one of those great cute books that is just a great add-on after you've taught kids those key drama words, which I do a lot in 2nd grade. So yeah, The Backstage Cat. I can't take complete credit for this because I did learn this from my cooperating teacher in New York City when I did student teaching for an elementary classroom, so thank you for that. And I think she even read it to younger kids, but as far as my curriculum goes, 2nd grade is when we're learning those backstage terms, and at first, because I originally saw it read to younger kids, I was afraid that 2nd grade might be a little too old for it, but no, it actually was perfect. I actually tried reading it to pre-K and it went over their heads just because they hadn't learned the backstage terms, and it's very technical in that way. So it's a cute kids book. In my opinion, 2nd grade it works really well with. So for this lesson, this is the first thing I do. I read The Backstage Cat. I stop a lot and review all the terms that the book is mentioning. Like I said, it reviews a lot of drama terms, technical terms, and then a lot of jobs. So that's what I love about it because that's what we've been learning about. And then, when the book is over, it is a great opportunity to take them on a virtual backstage tour. So, usually I show them a YouTube video of one of Broadway's Glindas from Wicked taking a backstage tour of the Gershwin Theater in New York City. And it's really cute because the kids get really excited about it because we did Wizard of Oz last year, so a lot of the stuff they're seeing is familiar to those characters. And in the video, she shows them the wardrobe room, the wig room, her dressing room, the actual stage, backstage, cool things like that. And the kids really like seeing the backstage of a real theater because the theater we have in this school doesn't compare. It's nice, but it doesn't compare. It doesn't really have a backstage. So I'm sure you could find something on YouTube of any backstage tour. I'll link the video that I use down below, but honestly, anyone that you like. The year we did Cinderella, I showed one of someone doing Cinderella in the national tour, so I like having it to be something that the kids know about and connect with so they get excited about the sets and costumes and things like that. I know that because of COVID and everything, a lot of educational websites have started doing like virtual field trips. Even a virtual field trip of any professional theater would be cool, so it doesn't even need to be a YouTube video. It could be something more structured and more educational, or even longer if you feel like that's what you need. So anything like that, as simple or as intricate as you want, could go right after this book, some kind of virtual backstage tour. And then, this is going to sound kind of silly, but I do take them on a backstage tour of our theater. It's funny because when my classroom wasn't on the stage, it was kind of like a field trip, like, all right, everyone line up, we're going to go explore the stage, and the kids would get really excited. But this year, of course, I am actually on the stage, so it's not as exciting because they've been here all the time and this is where we are. But I actually just take them into my closet. That's the only backstage area I really have. But they even like that because they never really get to see that, so it's like a whole new world for them, and they love looking at props and costumes. It's a mess right now, but I can show you at the end of the video as well. So I take them on a little tour. I actually have a spotlight that I bought last year that I show them, and I shut off all the lights, and I like the spotlight all around the stage because in the book, the cat actually hides inside of a spotlight. And the kids loved seeing how bright and even how hot the spotlight is. Some of the kids put their hand in front because they were shocked at how hot a spotlight can get. So that's one part of the lesson. A way to build upon it even further would be to start talking about movies. So usually I show them a backstage video of a show, and then I show them a behind the scenes look of a movie, any movie. I would try to pick one with a lot of special effects. So I've been showing them a movie about Spiderman, and I'll link that one down below too, but it's about all the stunts that they do, and it really focuses on green screens because the kids love learning about green screens. So it shows how the Spider-Man scenes were filmed using green screens, and they just really love that video. And then I also have another video I can link down below, which is a nice cute intro to green screens. Nothing too technical, it's really just a fun way to show kids what green screens can do, what kind of professions use them, like a weatherman uses a green screen, how it works, how you can't wear green when you're using a green screen, and it's just a nice little intro into how movies are made, especially those cool action movies as well. So I can touch a little bit on that after talking about Backstage, depending on how much time you have. But that's about it. That's the whole lesson. It's really just focusing on behind the scenes of theater and film. So it starts with the Backstage cat, followed by, if you have one, an actual tour of your actual theater. If you have a stage bigger than mine or a backstage bigger than mine, which is not hard, I'm sure taking your students on a tour of that would make them so happy. Real quick, just showing you the closet that I show the kids. Yeah, I know it's a disaster, but it's the end of the school year and the kids don't care. They just think it's cool seeing all this stuff. So I show them the Oz doors from the Wizard of Oz, my puppet theater. I show them all the props I have in these boxes. I opened some of them and just showed them some examples. Of course, they get really excited about the costumes. Here's a set piece from the Wizard of Oz. And then I also get to show them our sound equipment, which got them really excited. So I don't have much of a backstage, but even just this made the kids, oh, there are my legs for Wizard of Oz. Even just this made the kids super excited just to see what was inside here, because I usually don't let kids in here. But if you are someone with a much bigger backstage area, I'm sure you can make that into such a cool experience for your students. Forgot to mention again that this lesson is so flexible. Here in Virginia, we are doing state testing, and on days that the kids are testing, we are not allowed to use the internet, like really discouraged from putting on videos and streaming and things like that. So I actually was able to do a whole version of this lesson, not using videos at all, but I just made like a picture slideshow using PowerPoint of all of these backstage photos of different theaters, and it made the kids excited, and it definitely gave enough conversation to last the whole lesson. So you can totally do a huge, cute backstage lesson without videos as well.